That's fine. Now, let's cross over to Adedoja Salam-Adeniyi, also from within Lagos, to bring us up to speed with the situation there. Adedoja, good morning. It's good to have you join us now. Can you confirm to me what part of Lagos? I need people to know where you are so that we get the feel of the reports and the situation there.
Ward, where Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will be casting his ballot alongside his wife, Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. Now in Lagos, there are 18 candidates vying for the governorship position and 40 State House of Assembly candidate seats. Out of 18 candidates for this #1 citizen seat in Lagos, only 3 candidates are considered front runners, and they are Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Gbadebo Rose-Vival, and Jide Adediran. All eyes are on Lagos, no doubt, looking at what happened in the presidential election last time, where what happened was actually unprecedented in the state. Let me quickly take you through some history. Now, Kazim, please come with me. In Lagos in 2007, this is not the first time that the state will be having a 3-horse race. In 2007 in Lagos, Babatunde Raji Fashola, Musiliu Obanikoro, and Jimmy Agbaje actually ran for the governorship seat, where Babatunde Raji Fashola polled 599 votes, beating his closest rival, Musiliu Obanikoro, who garnered just more than 300 votes. So today's election, all eyes are on Lagos. They want to know what will happen, because Lagos is also one of the states that people are looking forward to what will happen. But I must tell you that people are eager to vote here today. We've seen people coming out, and I've seen a number of youth. And you know that the youth topped the INEC distribution chart of 37 million. That is out of the 93.4 million people that registered for this election, 2023 election. The youth tops the distribution chart of INEC with 37 million. And in Lagos State, for instance, it's 6.2 million people that have registered, that have collected their PVCs in Lagos. And when you look at what happened in the last election, that the total number of people that voted in the last election is just about 1.339 votes. And inside it, we have invalid vote, which was 1.2, and of course 64,000 invalid votes and 1.2 valid votes. So in all of this, what we are saying is that the number of registered people that have collected their PVC, you cannot compare with number of people that eventually came out for that election. That was in the last election of a presidential election. That means 4.8 million people stayed back in their homes, and then they are not bothered to come out. But I think that momentum has changed. People are eager to see what will happen here. Despite the fact that the governor is not here yet, we've seen people voting, and they are so eager to cast their ballot here. The electoral officers have been here since 8:30. I know that the election commenced here around 9 a.m. and we've seen a number of them that have actually voted. Now, people will come here with their PVCs. Very, very important, because every voter must go through the beavers. Yes. So, and then they will be accredited with either the thumbprint or they go through the facial identification to authenticate them for the voting. And that is actually section number 47 of the Electoral Act of 2022 amended. So these are the words I'm looking for. But I must tell you at the same time that security is beefed up in Lagos. I cannot really tell you the number of security men that are deployed for this election. I've spoken with the Commissioner of Police. I spoke with him yesterday. I spoke with him this morning to give me the accurate figure of security men that are supposed to man the 57 local councils in Lagos State. But he told me that he has a good number of them across the state.
Roger, you have given us great statistics and taking us memory lane of what Lagos used to be and so on. It's really interesting to understand the background of the character, the voting character in Lagos, and it's really nice. The enthusiasm, we can feel it right there from behind you and your engagement. We can see the enthusiasm from the people there. The process and going on is really nice. Now, talk to us from the perspective of, recall that in the build-up, the last few days, there has been concern regarding the issue of violence and insecurity in places within Lagos and all of that. I wonder what you're hearing and what you're observing so far, whether the people have some level of anxiety or it's just enthusiasm to vote.
Yes, I must tell you that one of the reasons that people stayed back, 4.8 million people stayed back in Lagos in the last election, was about issue of security. Some people are just skeptical that they don't know what will happen at the end of the day, that the election might result to violence. But the police have come out several times to debunk this, that it's not going to happen like that. Even though we recorded some pockets of violence in Lagos State in the last election, we remember the woman that was stabbed in the face and some other violence that actually occurred in the state. But this time around, the police, the commissioner of police told me categorically yesterday and this morning that a good number of security men are across the 57 local councils of Lagos to man security. And I've also seen policemen around the state. I must tell you that when we're coming this morning, I saw joint security forces on the road along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and they barricaded the road. You have to be identified for who you are. If you're on essential duty like myself, you must have a form of identification before you can be allowed in Lagos to pass through. The roads are deserted. And of course, I've seen people here, there is this enthusiasm to come out to vote in Lagos, more than what we recorded in the last election of the presidential election 2 weeks ago.
Right, Doja, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed. We certainly will cross over to you, especially when the governor comes out to vote, so that we can have a feel of what the messages are and how the voting process is going on. All right.